This was the most embarrassing moment for the Grim Reaper. Just because the doctor was so fond of sandwiches, the Grim Reaper was electrocuted into a specimen. Not long ago, the unlucky Grim Reaper, Deji, had already sat in the passenger seat. He thought it was just an ordinary harvesting mission, but the driver's willpower was far beyond his imagination. Although the driver was seriously injured, he was still rushed to the 13th ward of the hospital. The Grim Reaper followed and entered the ward, taking out the hourglass symbolizing life. He put away his scythe and walked towards the electrocardiogram, planning to play a beautiful piece of music. Just then, the line of the electrocardiogram broke. The Grim Reaper awkwardly tied the electrocardiogram into a bow. The doctor, who was about to eat a sandwich, heard the alarm and rushed in. He just skillfully picked up the defibrillator and gave the driver's chest a series of strong electric shocks. Eventually, the doctor flew out, and the electrocardiogram showed a thumbs up at that moment. The doctor put down the defibrillator, shook his head, and left. The Grim Reaper lifted the blanket, waved away the smoke of the deceased, and woke the deceased up, but the deceased shook his head and refused to go. The Grim Reaper had no choice but to forcibly take the driver's soul. Thus, the driver's soul followed the Grim Reaper. However, the door didn't agree and knocked over the medicine bottle, which rolled on the table and landed on the respirator. Just as the Grim Reaper and the driver's soul entered the elevator, the medicine bottle flew into the air due to the rotation and spilled its contents onto the defibrillator. The short circuit of the defibrillator caused it to start abnormally. The Grim Reaper in the elevator seemed to sense something and looked up at the light. At the same time, the defibrillator was resuscitating the driver's body. The driver's soul was directly sucked back. The Grim Reaper wouldn't give up and followed closely behind. But the doctor, who was only thinking about sandwiches, opened the door and blocked the Grim Reaper's way. The stunned Grim Reaper fell to the ground. The driver's soul also entered the body. The driver, who had just woken up, remembered something and hurriedly sat up and walked towards the window. Just as the Grim Reaper pushed the door open, he saw the driver jumping out of the window. The helpless Grim Reaper could only check if the soul was still on the bed, but the defibrillator immediately hit the Grim Reaper's foot. The angry Grim Reaper was about to kick the defibrillator away, but he was electrocuted and saw his own skeletal structure. The power outage in the hospital made the doctor, who was about to eat a sandwich, lose interest.